Nick Rudder from McKees37.com. I have an issue. Tomorrow is Cars and Coffee, held at McKees 37, the first Saturday every month from 8 to 10. We have our work van here, the Ford Transit, the twin-turbo EcoBoost rig. It's dirty. Well, that shouldn't really be an issue because, well, we manufacture car detailing supplies. Well, normally with a rig this big, we wash it outside. The issue is that it's like 150 degrees outside because it's August here in Florida. However, we have a solution, and that's our rinseless wash system. Now, you've probably seen all my other videos, or maybe you've seen other videos about rinseless washing, and there's a ton of them out there. Well, you guys simply can't get enough of them because a rinseless wash is such an effective way to wash your vehicle, and I'm doing it here in this cool 72-degree garage, and I'm not getting scorched or baked by the sun. So, here's what you need. I have my Carolina detailing cart. It's got all my supplies. I have my 5-gallon wash bucket, and I'm going to perform what I call a two-step rinseless wash. I'm going to first do a pre-treatment using our F914 foaming rinseless wash and an IK Foam Pro 2, and then I'll actually have the N914 rinseless wash and wax inside my bucket. I love this setup. This gives excellent cleaning ability for the van, which, as you can see, it's actually pretty dirty. This spends most of its time outside, and it has this beautiful wrap. These are not cheap to put on the vehicle. They're very expensive, so you want to maintain it. The wash and wax version has a lot of UVA and UVB light absorbers to protect this wrap. And of course, it protects your paintwork as well. So anyway, here's what I got. I have my IK Foam Pro 2. It's about halfway with water. And I'm going to take my F914 and I'm going to add about, I don't know, 3 or 4 ounces, give or take. And this product smells wonderful. And the reason I only fill it up halfway with water is to give plenty of volume for air to pressurize it. And they have these in various configurations. This is the standard IK Foam Pro 2. They have a Plus model that you can pressurize with it has a built-in Schrader valve. You can use your air compressor. And now they have a electric model with a battery. It's called the E Foam Pro 2. And you can purchase all these on McKees37.com. But if you want to get a workout, just save yourself the money and buy the basic version. You pump it up, doesn't take too long, and these are awesome. Much higher quality bottles than what you'll find at your local home improvement store. Next up, 5-gallon wash bucket. I have my N914 rinseless wash and wax. Going to add a couple ounces of that to my bucket here. Doesn't take a whole lot. Mix this guy around. And then I have the Mitt on a Stick Pro. These are awesome. It has this really nice microfiber chenille that wraps around it, and it also has these little teeth here so you can wrap a towel around it as well. So you can actually, when you're finished washing, you can put a towel to attach to it, which I will in a moment, to actually dry the vehicle. So this goes in here like this, and it's a pretty tight fit, and that's by design. That's intentional. Whoops. Most guys edit stuff like that out, but I don't worry about it. This is the real world, right? So you wrap it around like this, you can come in here and take a look, and it's really tight. It's supposed to be. So you snap these into place, and this is a really high quality wash tool, and you can turn this tab here right now. It makes it loose, but you can lock it in place by doing so. I like to have it at a slight angle when I'm washing. And then these poles attach here. And there you have it. It's ready to be used. Nice and long, and it has a real soft rubber grip. That way it doesn't slip out of wet hands. So let's get started washing this Ford Transit. Now that my Mitt on a Stick is ready to go, I can finish the last touches before I get started. So I'm going to foam it like I mentioned to loosen dirt as a pre-wash, wash it with the wash and wax, and then as a drying aid, I'm also going to use the wash and wax. And this might sound overwhelming or maybe even complicated, but once you see it illustrated and demonstrated, it'll make a lot more sense. So I'll take my 32-ounce professional spray bottle, and I'm simply going to fill it up here in my bucket that's already mixed up. And that's good enough. And then what I'll do is I'm going to add about 2 more ounces of the wash and wax to this bottle here. And this will make for a really high gloss, slick drying aid that'll, especially when working on a porous surface like this wrap, makes it a lot easier to dry. shake it well, ready to go. So I'm going to take this guy and let it soak for a moment before I use it. And these carts are great because you can see I'm storing all my products. It's within easy reach. I'm not bending over. When I'm finished for the day, I just roll it into the corner of the garage. Boom, I'm done. All right, so got my F914. Whoop. Come on over here. It's all pumped up, ready to go. And I'm going to start at the top and work my way down. Now, the water here in Stuart is absolutely terrible. It's really hard water. So if I were at home where my water is not that bad, I would foam the entire side of this van. But with this water being so bad, I'm only going to work in sections. You can see the F914 does a phenomenal job coating the vertical surfaces in a thick foam that works to encapsulate the dirt. So when I actually use the mitt on a stick, I'm not grinding the dirt into the finish. And just pump it up as necessary. And if you want more foam, you can add more product. You can also change the fitting inside the IK Foam Pro 2 for a dry foam or a wet foam. I have it on the factory gray attachment, I believe, which is a moderate. It's an in-between, and I like it a lot. Look at that, though. You can see it's not running down, it's staying put. So I'm actually going to make this my stopping point here. Starting at the top. Boom. All right, grab my cart. Without whacking myself in the face. Got my mitt on the stick. Fits perfectly in the bucket. Nice and wet is good. And look at this. I'm able to quickly wash this without scratching it. Now I'm not going to worry about the roof because no one sees the roof. We also don't have the roof wrapped. All right, this is great. This is so much easier than using a sponge for something this big, or even using a work stand. Take it, agitate against my grit guard insert at the bottom. Helps release any dirt. And I love the fact that this is soft and padded. This is not slick at all. This is a really nice wash tool. And then you come on in, take a look at this. So since you have a thick enough pile, the van has curves and contours. It gets in there and it cleans everything. Now I'm going to save the bottom portion for last because if I wash it right now and then go back up towards the top, I'll be grinding dirt and grit into the surface, and I don't want to do that. Always save your bottom panels for last. Even gets in there, look at the door handle. Gets in there real nice. All right, dunk it again. Oh, and the 914, the wash and wax, it smells so good. I feel like I'm on a cruise ship right now. Yeah, it just smells so good. It's like a blueberry, maybe a blueberry fun beverage. All right, look at this. And my bending over is minimal because I have this nice long handle. I'm gonna lock it in place. That way I can do it on here and it doesn't move around. Boom, look at that. Nice and easy. Keep it simple. Now, to dry this part, I'm going to take off the mop head, set that aside, and then you'll see here, this has these teeth, right? You'll pinch your finger and it really hurts if you stick your finger in there. But for your towel, it holds the towel in place. So I have my 16 by 16 inch Glacier towel, and I'm simply going to try and shove it in there the best I can. Someone online probably has some fancy technique for this, but it's getting close to lunchtime, so I'm just gonna do the caveman style. But I know if there is a better way, someone will certainly tell me in the comments box. All right, so let's see how that works. Look at that. Oh, almost forgot my drying aid. Pump my sprayer, Again, the water here is terrible, so I want to get this thing dry. Plus, I have lunch waiting for me in the fridge. And oh man, it smells so good. All right, so now I'm drying it, being careful not to get on the area that I have not washed yet. And I'm going to release this so it's flexible again. Wow, that is so easy. That is so easy. If you have a van or a pickup truck, or maybe you're just short, and you got like an SUV or whatever, this is great. I love not having to bend over. Very careful not to get on the other area that I've not washed yet. And oh, this is so slick. I wish you could feel how slick this is through the camera, but you can't. Wow, so that's a quick, easy way to perform a rinseless wash on a big vehicle like this with a Mitt on the stick. I'm going to repeat this process section by section until the entire van is clean. I'll see you back for the wheels and the tires towards the end. All right, we're looking pretty good. So the entire van has been washed. It took me less than a half hour. The Mitt and a Stick Pro, it's actually my first time using it. It worked extremely well, worth every dollar. If you're curious, I ended up using 4 of my 16 by 16 inch Glacier 1100 drying towels. Did not use a whole lot of my drying aid. A little bit goes a long way. And what I realized too, like most men, I don't read the directions or anything, but when you're using the Mitt on a Stick Pro, you don't have to attach the towel to all 4 sections. You can just attach it to the top 2 sections, and that works as well. It saves some time, and it saves your fingers from getting trapped in there as well. So I'm going to set this aside, and the next step are the wheels and tires. And for that, I'm going to use my high intensity APC Plus. I love using this for rinseless washes. It smells good. It works on wheels and tires. It's not caustic, and like I said, it just works. So keep it simple. And I'm going to protect my knees with a knee pad. And the van was dirty, but it wasn't like tremendously terribly dirty. So I know this is going to cause a lot of comments. I'm going to use the same wash bucket that I use for the rest of the vehicle on the wheels and tires. Now, if this van had not been washed in, let's say, 6 months, I would rinse everything out and start with a new bottle of water or a new bucket of water with solution. But this is big picture. This is how I do it in the real world. I never show you guys a way that looks great on video and then do it differently on my own when there's no camera. So this is how I actually do it. Going to take my high intensity APC Plus and simply going to mist some on. You can come down here a little bit closer. I think my camera person will be pleasantly surprised at just how great this smells. And I'm not going to use a whole lot. This works really well, and I do not want to have a ton of cleaner on the surface. Take my short handled tire and wheel brush, tuck it in my solution here, and just get in and get this guy clean. And the high intensity APC Plus, it smells good, works well, doesn't leave a film, and if you buy a gallon of it, it's super concentrated. The 22 ounce bottle is diluted 4-to-1 already for wheels and tires or for engine bays or anything like that. But the gallon is definitely the way to go. This real quick. And these brushes are great because the bristles are flagged and they're soft enough to where they're not going to scratch the aluminum wheel. This is actually painted aluminum with a clear coat, but they're stiff enough to where you can actually get into the tough areas like the nooks and the crannies, and the brush will still be an effective tool for cleaning. So that's done, quick and simple. Going to use my wash and wax as a drying aid. Doesn't take much. And then I always use dedicated wheel and tire towel. This is something that I don't cross-contaminate, so always have towels dedicated for wheels and tires. I usually end up waiting until my Glacier towels become old and worn out. I dedicate them for tires and wheels and door jambs. And that's it. Quick and simple. Boom, and it's clean. So I'm going to finish the rest of the wheels and tires, and I'll meet you back at the end for a conclusion. And that's that. The van is clean. It looks phenomenal. Every time I clean it using this process, I'm reminded of just how well these products work. 2-step rinseless wash using F914 as a pre-treatment. It foams, encapsulates the dirt, and then using the wash and wax to actually clean it and add some protection as well, along with the drying aid. And the Mitt on a Stick Pro, definitely one of my favorite tools and accessories now. This is certainly not an inexpensive investment when you compare like the wash mitts on a handle from like your big box stores, but I'll tell you what, this is top-notch, first-rate quality. I couldn't be happier with it, and I know that you'll love it as well. For all these products, shop at mckeys37.com. If you like videos like this, give me a thumbs up, click subscribe, turn on your notifications. Take care, and God bless. Wow, this looks great. It's so slick.